Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is portrait class number 8. This is a nice portrait idea of this little girl. She's the daughter of my friend Alexis, and this is just the detail of her face. The painting is a little larger. And the reason why I'm showing this is to show you, to get there, you have to get here first. And to get here, you have to identify those shapes and those colors in the right way. You can see the color of his face and his neck is different from his chest. So that's why we say, try to stay with the big shape first, and then the small one. If you don't have the difference between that big face and the chest, you won't see the difference in his face. So we start with some simple duotone, like, just getting the light shape, and we are painting. We are painting and drawing at the same time. We don't define too much, and as we paint, we define the shape. Doing something like this, very simple in both ways, not too much color, just thinking about light and shadow. You can see this one is basically the drawing, the grisaille, and then a little flesh color on top. You also need to have a good drawing. And there's two different things. Drawing is one thing and painting is a different thing. This is a very nice drawing, very defined drawing, but very simple. It's not about getting every single hair on her head, but it's about getting the general shapes, the general shape of the hair, light and shadow, and the cast shadow. So we start this way. We start, like, Nelson Chan say, paint bricks. That's the simplest thing you can start painting. How to identify what is light and what is shadow. Simple shape. You can see on the left side, they use a box, a yellow box, and you can see how the colors change based on the color of the light or based on the reflected light on the shadow. Same thing here. This is just identifying shape and value. Every time that the value change, that shape, color change. As you can see, there's two on top and in the bottom they are together. Simple stuff, It's not about how much you define. It's about getting light and getting shadow in the right spot. Look at this study. This is just a whole body, but no detail. It's just about identifying different color shade. Light, shadow. Different color in the light, different color in the shadow. Same thing happened here. Just big shape, no detail. When you start seeing the image you are painting this way, you get there faster and better because you are not concerned on little things. You're concerned how to identify those shapes of color. This is another one. You can see how you can see the warm and the cool color on his back. Same thing happened with this figure here. There's a warm light reflected on her back, and she also have a warm light in front of her. Another one here, same thing, warm light, cool shadow. And you can even see the cool color, the green and the blue color, how warm they become with that warm light. Same thing happening. You can see the different shade, different value, different color. You can see even closer here that everything is about spot of color. It's not about blending. It's about separating those values. And every time you separate those values, the color is going to change. This is a little more subtle, but the same thing. It's a very light-skinned person, but you can see how much the skin was emphasized to see the differences. Another one here. Very simple. Less warm, but the same thing. Another guy here. It's the same guy that we had before, light skin, but you can see how different all those shades are. This is one that I did a demonstration at the A.R. Freeman many years ago. And you can see the color on her flesh. Light skin, dark skin, the same thing. Dark skin, the value are darker. Light skin, the value are lighter. But the same thing, you can find the color in either skin. This is the model we have today. She's a lovely model. We used her for so many years, and her name is Connie. So let's see if we can do an amazing painting today. Let me see where we are. Right here. Stop screening. Go for it. So use, if you want, you can use the image of my portrait as a reference for the color.